Yo, I'm finally eating breakfast, y'all. Finally made the decision. Wait, hold on. It's my break. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Mm. Okay. Okay. Mm. Oh man, I think I know what that smell is. Mm. Anyway, I'll deal with that later. What was I even saying? Oh, what's up, you guys? Blah 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 blah. But guess what? I don't feel like doing that no more. You know, I'm very, how can I say? Disappointed is not the word, but it's weird because like I know that if I make 3 minutes videos, my channel is gonna grow faster, my views are gonna grow faster, but it's just not where I'm at. You know what I mean? I like to do longer things. I like to like have a conversation and all that. So I feel like that's what I'm gonna do because people gonna clip my stuff anyway, so they're working for me, right? that's how I'm that's how I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna do what works for me, what I really want to do, and yeah, because I know what I know. You know what I mean? I know what I know. So and I seen it. So it's only a matter of time. But this is the thing, like all these numbers, views, blah blah blah. It's cool because like when you see the numbers rise, it gives you like a rush. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Like it's a good feeling, but that's not why I'm doing it. You know what I mean? I really have a message to send out. But I'm glad that my channel is growing, you know? So that's the positive out of that. I don't know how again. Okay. You know? So it's a blessing right there. It's a blessing right there. I've been going through a lot, you know, despite what you want to believe, I'm still human. Okay, obviously that's a joke, but yeah. I still go through stuff, y'all. We all go through stuff. We all go through stuff. Ah, this is cold. I'll be right back. Oh man, if there's one thing I really appreciate is the fact that with everything that I went through, I got out a positive thing out of that. And you know what the positive is? I'm about to make the world a better place. I can already tell, and I'm just gonna let it happen because I tend to overthink a lot, and I'm tired of overthinking. I'm just gonna do things. I'm just gonna enjoy the moment more. I'm gonna work on sleep a little bit because I haven't really been sleeping lately. I've been working. See, this is what people fail to realize about Capricorn. Like, I'm really not trying. I know that sounds crazy right now, but I'm trying to be as humble as possible because I'm trying to keep it uh, natural, right? But obviously, it's things that I really can't describe. Let's just put it that way. That's going on behind the scenes, but it's a beautiful thing to finally get to. Like, it's like all your life you do things because that's just what you do. You know what I mean? Like growing up, yes, I lived in a big house, but if you didn't know that, you didn't know that. What do I mean by that? So Ludmila just, the Lado Ludmila. Ludmila is like a very popular artist in Brazil. She's dope and everything, and I want to see her and I want to talk to her and all that. That's my sister right there. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I know we related somewhere because I can just look at her face and I know. You know what I mean? I just know. But anyway, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the favelas or the ghettos of Brazil. Well, guess what? In Gabon, we have the same concept. It's the same thing, really. Hold on. But the house where I lived at, I mean, my house is like a house. It doesn't look like um, the favelas, right? So it looks nice and big and all of that. But it's right next to the favelas, if you will. It's called another name, but I'm pretty sure you guys never heard of it. So I'm not even going to try to say the name. But what I'm trying to say is this: picture me having a nice house next to the favelas. That's how I grew up. So what I'm trying to say is this: even though I was considered like a rich kid, and people are so motherfucking negative, man. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm not even gonna think about it because I'm happy. Um, but you know what I mean? People always judge. But they don't know nobody though, And the thing about me is I didn't really care where that I was a silver spoon kid and all of that. I just wanted friends. I just wanted a vibe. So all I really had to do is go outside because there were kids all around. But of course, those kids were like kids that didn't have what I had, for example, and things like that. But I didn't really care. I just had a ball and I was like, hey, you want to play? You want to play? And, we made a team and we played football. That's just what it was. We didn't think about anything and everybody was his kid. So it didn't matter to nobody. But to me, I really ignored it all a little bit too much because people really started. I can only see what happened because I really couldn't see it. I was blind to everything. I just was doing me, having a great time. But people really started to love me. You know what I mean? It got to a point where I really got famous, y'all, and I didn't even know. And guess what? I can't even, it didn't even register, and it still doesn't register. But let's just say a lot of people knew me, and a lot of people love my vibe. You know what I mean? Like I could just pull up and everybody's feeling great all of a sudden. That's who I am. You know what I mean? So when you go to my Instagram and you see what you see, I'm really not trying to I'm not say nothing else. You know, just go to my Instagram and you're gonna understand what I'm trying to say. Uh, but yeah. Anyway, Ludmila and Lado just released a new song called Bota. You guys want you guys might want to check it out. It's a great song, and it just reminds me of the past, of the vibes and everything. You know what I mean? It's amazing. It's amazing. It's like when you're from the ghetto, or I don't know about the ghetto in the U.S. because it's not quite the same, but the favelas, I know them already because I lived in the favelas. Okay, my house was big and all that, but I wasn't there. I was outside most of the time. So, yeah, I know exactly what it is. You know what I mean? It's like I'm a Silver Spoon kid, but I'm also ghetto, and I'm also from the favela. So it's you might not really relate or understand what kind of person I am, which is understandable. I just want you to understand that I'm real. You know what I mean? I'm real. Like, just because I got Bugattis or whatever, don't make me whatever. You know what I mean? It's like to some people, a nice car makes you. Like, no, I'm nice, and then I got a nice car. Let's you know what I mean? It's a difference because it's like I can be driving a Toyota and still be me, and I can also drive a Bugatti and still be me. So don't think that money makes me. That's my point, okay? I just so happen to have a lot of money, you know. You need money for stuff like that. But I'm not the typical rich guy, okay? I'm like the relatable rich guy that's gonna tell you, no, I'm not giving you no money. You want some money? Read this. Yes. Because I already know if I give you money, you gonna end up messed up, man. Because I really care about people, you know what I mean? So I'd rather teach you how to fish than give you fish. That's my vibe, you know what I mean? So that's why if I film around my house, you're not gonna imagine me being a billionaire because that's my point. Like the way I was raised wasn't. Let me try to say it in English because it's in French and obviously most people don't speak French. So my goal is to be relatable to people, right? So it goes like this: the clothes that you wear basically don't make you, if that makes any sense. Here in the U.S., it's like a different kind of mentality, which is why I'm just now understanding that I'm lit in a way. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to be as humble as possible, but the way that you guys in America are fascinated by French people